Morning. It's Wednesday morning and I'm out for a couple of Munros. Still up in Tyndrum, the reservoir lock behind us. See a fish farm down there. Yeah, nice morning. I was in two minds about what to do today because the forecast for today was foggy, but pretty much the whole area was foggy except for Ben Vorlich, which sort of showed it being sunny, cloudy sunny in the afternoon. But then there was another Munro which is quite close to it, which single Munro, and it actually showed that as being foggy in the afternoon. So figured the one for Ben Vorlich might not be entirely accurate. So decided to do Ben Cruachan and Stob Daimh, which was the adjacent to the two that I did yesterday. Yeah, if it's claggy today up there, then not really too fussed, but yeah, it's just to get another two Munros done while I'm up here. So obviously this time of the year, October time, weather's, you can't pick and choose with the weather really. So yeah, I've come a long way to get up here. So yeah, let's carry on and I'll come back to you in a bit. So this is me off the path up from the station. A little bit boggy in places coming across there, but overall not too bad. But it's quite a steep pull up. I think you start about 40 metres from where you park. So yeah, it's a good. What are we at now? We're at 324 at the moment. So it's a good pull up there. You gain height pretty quickly, and then obviously you come to the dam there. So we just make our way up this road and up into the hills, which I say I'm not expecting any views today, and yeah, not going to get them by the looks of it. So yeah, so right, let's get going. I'll come back to you in a bit. So we just follow this track along the side of the reservoir here. Just follow it around all the way up, and then we branch off to the left somewhere up here, which should be signposted, so, or marked, signposted. But yeah, it should be marked up here. So yeah, level ground for a bit. So but, the clouds not moving at all. So, I think this is going to be it for the day. So, oh well. Right, so come back to a bit further up. So we get to the end of this track, and then there's a path that just heads off to the left there, up into the clag. Could be a cloud inversion. Don't think so. So yeah, we just head up here. So let's get going. Come back to you in a bit. Alright, so that's me at 635 metres in the clag, as expected. The cloud cover started about 500 metres up, so yeah, it's not really thick. You can see some of the way in front of you. But, yeah. Right, just following this. There's a very obvious path to follow up here. Still a good idea to check your map every now and again, make sure you're not following some path that just goes off somewhere else. But yeah, so right, so we just carry on up here, so come back to you a bit further up. Right, so I've just reached a little plateau, small locken here, and head up there to the first Munro. We are currently at 836 metres, and first Munro is 1126 metres, so we've still got 300 metres to go up there. So what's the time? 11:30. So yeah, might be cutting it a bit fine for time coming down, but we'll see. So right, let's get going. I'll come back to you in a bit. Somebody's very kindly put a 1,000-metre marker on the path there, so another 126 metres to go. Oh, right, so that's me at 1,071 metres, and we're just negotiating this boulder field, which isn't too bad. So it's not too bad coming up here, actually. So you got the slightly grippier rock here, which is good for getting a foothold on, whereas this stuff here is a bit smoother, a little bit slipperier. So if you can, it's best to use the slightly grippier rock. So yeah, so let's carry on up here, and I'll come back to you on the summit. Right, so that's me at the summit of Ben Cruachan, 1,126 metres. It's a fair old slog up there. I say second day, and I choose this one. So yeah, sort of coped all right with it. Yeah, legs ache, but yeah, just kept going. So yeah. So what's the time? So it's 12:20. So it took me 50 minutes to get up there from where was I? I was down at 800 and some odd metres, so about 40 minutes to get up there. So yeah, I won't be hanging about up here. Just it's a bit chilly. Wind's got up on top here. Yeah, so, let's carry on to the second Munro, and I'll come back to you a bit further down. Okay, cheers. So hopefully I'm going the right way. Bit of tricky navigation from where that big boulder was. There's a very obvious path that sort of starts heading down. I started heading down it and then checked the map, and wasn't the right way. Obviously being foggy doesn't help either, so yeah, but hopefully I'm on the right path. So right, come back to you later. Well, this looks pretty impressive. I'll go round and up and over there somehow. Sure it'll be obvious once I make my way around there. But there'd be great views up here if it wasn't claggy. Hey ho. So at this point here, marked by a big cairn, we head off down here. We don't head off up there. Even though the path goes up there, we don't go that way. Well, that's what I'm saying anyway. But there might be a top or something. Here's the name, so I'll put it up on the screen. But we get down here now, so let's get going. Come back to you later. Right, this is me on the summit of Stob Daimh, 998 metres. And yeah, it was tricky getting across there to this one. See, the fog doesn't help. A couple of navigation areas as well. But yeah, it's a fair old slog. So right, well, I'm going to have a quick drink of water, and then I'm just going to head down because it's 2:45 now, 2:50. So I want to try and get down lower before it starts getting dark. So yeah. So, right, let's get going. I'll come back to you in a bit. So as you drop off the second Munro, you drop down to about 923 metres, and then you get another top that you have to come up to at 980 metres. So another 50, 55, 57 metres of ascent just up to this top. Then we just continue on down now. So hopefully there's no more tops to go up to, and it's all downhill from here. So not literally speaking though. So, yeah, so come back to you in a bit. So came down quite quickly, and then come off the path, make your way across here. There's a very faint path in places that you can follow, which then takes us down to the reservoir, and then obviously back out to meet up where we came up. So yeah, you can just about make out the track here. So yeah, that sort of takes us down there somewhere. So yeah, the clag seems a little bit lower now, coming down a bit, but right, so nothing else to see really. Clag, reservoir. Right, let's go, come back to you later. So that's me down from up there. Wasn't too bad actually, a little bit boggy in places, but overall not too bad. Just stopped here for a quick bite to eat and a drink, and then we just follow this path along the side of the reservoir here, and it's just heading down to the van from there. So right, let's get going, come back to you in a bit. Right, so that's me back at the reservoir now. Yeah, not a bad path walking across there. Bit boggy in places, but easily to get round. It's a little bit further away than I remembered. I thought once I got to the reservoir it might be a bit too far to go, but yeah, it's still a little way to go, but I think that's the worst of it over and done with now. So right, okay, let's get going and I'll come back to you later. So that's me back at the accommodation. Yeah, so long walk today. Well, long, hard, especially in the fog. I wanted to sort of challenge myself. I think I did that today, especially as the second day of being up here as well. So 17.14 kilometres. I know yesterday I gave it in miles, but when it comes up on my watch it's in miles. When it's on my phone it comes up in kilometres. So a little bit longer than yesterday, but the ascent was 1592 and yesterday's ascent was 13 something, so nearly 200 metres more of ascent there, and 8 hours and 10 minutes to get back to the van. So yeah, so yeah, a challenging day. I enjoyed it, and although it was claggy, I enjoyed the challenge. Didn't see anybody else up there. Yeah, so did I make a mistake doing it when I knew it was going to be foggy, missing out on the views? Possibly. I could imagine the views from up there would be very, very good, but then I've got similar views from the other two Munros that I did yesterday. So I would like to do it again in good weather and see the views, but I don't feel like I've sort of missed out too much today. But yeah, so that's today over and done with. Try and do another two tomorrow somewhere. I shall sit down and have a look and see what takes my fancy, and check the weather and stuff like that, and yeah, I'll come back to you in the morning. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers, bye bye.